Greetings again, this is Scott, known as Cantaloupe to some online, and I'm going to do a real quick video today following the 5-part series on how to create Platonic Solids in the HTML Canvas API. This one's going to fork the result of that series and do something to the shapes that you might be interested in, that is, display them in a way that is visually appealing. We're going to do some depth sorting, and that is what that means is the polygons are drawn in order that they appear in space versus the order that they may appear in the array, which isn't the same, because if you recall from the last video, if you saw the last video, they're turning, they're rotating, they're moving, the camera's moving. The array isn't moving, the data in the array is not moving, so they're being drawn in the same order every time until we do something about that. So this video is going to show you exactly what to do about that if that's of interest to you, so here we go. This is again going to be a very short video. It's sped up to save you the hassle of having to watch me code this, but you can check the link that's down below if you want to review the code. And you see on the screen, I begin here with what we ended up with in the last video, and that is the 5 solids that I described how to make. But there's just semi-transparency, which is kind of, it's okay, it looks alright, but it's not sorting. Like I said, you may want your nearest polygons to be opaque and not semi-transparent. You want them to block what's behind them. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create an array just ahead of my drawing array. That is, I'm basically going to draw it. It's a dry run drawing of the shapes. By dry run, I mean it's not rendering anything to the screen, but what it's doing is it's plugging into this array every frame the Z position of the middle of each face. So I'm averaging all the vertices for each polygon, getting the middle point, because we don't want it per polygon, we want it per face. So I'm going to grab the middle point and plug that into this array, and then sort that array. But I'm also going to put, with the Z position of each middle point, I'm going to put the 2 indices that we're interested in. So that's the main shape index and then the polygon index. And what we end up with is an aggregate array. It's just a big array full of polygons. It doesn't care about shapes. It's just, and in fact it's not even full of polygons, it's full of indices. So I can reference those indices in my new modified drawing array to display the polygons in the order that we want. And then you can see I've actually already done that in this video. I'm just cleaning up the edges a little bit. So that's basically all it's done. And then you may want to add like a background. In this case, I've added a star field to kind of show the orientation of the shapes and what's behind it. A lot of this is just common sense, like you draw the stars first because they're in the distance, and then you draw your shapes. So you don't need to sort all the stars. If they're just in the background, just draw them first and then draw your shapes with the polygons sorted. So there's some common sense optimizing that you can do to make your software rendering efficient and effective. So that's the gist of it. If you have any questions, let me know. That's the end of the video. Thank you for joining me. Have a good day.